Hey y'all! Hopefully this is going to be a brief video because I'm trying not to do spoilers. But you know, if there's a weird cut between that first part and or right now, that's because it didn't happen. So this is going to be a mostly spoiler-free review though of Secret Project 3. After the cut though, I'm definitely going to put up the actual title, page, cover, that's the word, and say the title. We're just going to talk about characters, brief description, rating, what the feeling of the book was, and yeah, I'm going to try to keep it at that. Because it's almost like Secret Project 2. No, I mean like not the way it's set up, but like in how you don't want to say too much because it gives away things. Yeah, so that's what we're going to try and do. I know I tried to probably say that one's going to be brief too, but you know, I still feel like it was longer. I'm going to try to keep this video as a not rambling thing. Good luck to us. If you're new here, hi, I'm Morgan, and normally my review videos are not super short or condensed or spoiler free, but I hope you enjoy this anyway and we'll come back and watch more of my videos. And maybe once this is more widespread, we can have an actual discussion about this book. That'd be cool, because this one was different and sweet and okay. First things first, let's reveal the real cover. Maybe this side, maybe it was on this side. I don't remember where I'm gonna put it yet. But the real cover, of course, does look very similar to the Secret Project cover that they show. Pretty much all of them do. And the name of this book is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. And oh my goodness, it was, yes, the artwork in this was so beautiful. Like all the artists and illustrators that they've worked with for all three books have been amazing. It's just the style of this one. Well, of course it fits with the style of the book, but I loved it, okay? I will try to show one of them to where it's not going to be a spoiler though. I think I have in mind which one I want to show that would display it to the best without giving anything away. Yeah, I think that one. The illustrator's name was Okay, the illustrator's name, which I might mispronounce because this is my problem, is Aaliyah Chen, and she just did fantastic job. Fantastic job. As with the title of the book, you probably know that Yumi is going to be one of our main characters, and she is. We see from Yumi's perspective and from Painter's perspective. Painter is kind of his profession. His name is Nicolo, but Yumi pretty much always refers to him as Painter through the story. And as with our other Cosmere book, not Secret Project 2, but our other Cosmere book, this one is kind of narrated by Hoyd. Hoyd is not really a character in the story, but he is telling the story to us and interjecting commentary in parts of it, as he tends to do. You will see Cosmere connections through that, which we'll get to in a minute. Yumi, though, is from a very old school style world. Like, her job is a yokihijo, and she summons and speaks to the spirits to serve the people. So she believes her whole purpose is to serve the people. Nicolo's job is a similar service type job, but he is a painter, a nightmare painter. And so his job is to serve the people in a protective way. Is what he does, protects them from nightmares. So different worlds, but similar jobs of service, similar mindsets to that. Not similar mindsets, but in helping people, similar ways like that. They have a want to help people. And yes, they are very different people though. Like what they think of the world, what they think of how they have to be in the world. Very brief description though, to not give much away, is that Yumi comes from a land of gardens and meditation and spirits, whereas Painter comes from a land of technology and darkness, but they are connected all of a sudden, like very, very suddenly, and they have to find a way to work together through their differences and figure out what's going on, why they're connected, and can they save the problems that are popping up in each other's communities. Because there is one specific thing, like in each of their worlds, where something is happening that's outside the normal. Sorry, had something in my throat, but that was a good place to end anyway before I said too much, probably, about the description of the book. Okay, the type of story though, this is a fantasy, but it is a bit different. It's not like high fantasy, and it is Cosmere, but it's different because we do have like this urban-y setting some of the time. And also it's different because, okay, it does have this slight love story happening in the foreground. He wanted it to have a love story. He wrote it for his wife, and it's just a very slow build and very sweet kind of thing. Yes, so it's not romance. Don't go in thinking, oh, it's fantasy romance. No, it's not. It's very sweet, and it's kind of natural, and like, yeah, to people from different worlds having to work together, slowly building this, trust of each other, understanding of each other, not even realizing hardly or admitting that they might have feelings for each other. It took a while. I will say that even though I did end up really liking this book, it did take a while for it to draw me in. So it is kind of a slow start. Don't let that put you off. Or maybe you'll jump into it and be like, I love it. I love what's happening. Yeah. But for me, some of the things, especially, I don't know, with Painter, maybe his attitude towards things, maybe that's why. Because he was kind of a negative person. Like his thoughts towards other people were always kind of gloomy, I suppose. And Yumi's thoughts were kind of resigned at the beginning. Yeah, that could be why I didn't immediately care for it. Where they are in the Cosmere, though, is they are in the Ital system, I think is how it said it. Which, based off what Hoyd said, is something we've seen before, might have heard from before. Personally, I do not place that name anywhere. I don't know. Help me if I should have known it. Another thing, sorry, looking at notes. I'm looking at my notes, so keep seeing me look down. Notes, I'm looking that way. It's probably an animal of some sort, and yeah. An interesting thing about this one is it is in the Cosmere, so we do know that it has its natural sort of magic systems that all worlds of the Cosmere have some sort of, but you don't see it. I mean, investiture is mentioned in how things happen, how, okay, an example is like trees float. It's not exactly investiture. It's something to do with the thermals of the planet and how something else happens. But other than that, and there are spirits on the planet, like, or Yumi's planet, there are spirits, she's the Yokihijo, she talks to the spirits, get the spirits to transform into objects to help people. So that's that. But magic system itself is not there exactly. It's not really defined, it's not really visible. So that was interesting for a Cosmere novel, not to see the magic system per se. I think. Yet again, other people, correct me if I'm wrong, bash me, it's whatever. It's a learning experience, I suppose. But reading through it and listening to it again, like I started listening to it again before this video, I haven't finished it the second time, but I just don't see it. I don't see the clear magic system like we see in so many of his other books. Or even the sciencey magic system like we saw in Tress. Yeah. It's not exactly. You see, Yumi has the spirits. And the spirits will transform and help people. I don't know. I mean, I guess, kind of. But it seems different. It seems different than most of the Cosmere how things work. Okay, overall rating though. Like I said, trying to be brief in this video. Trying to be brief and not say things. I want to say things, but I can't say things. Okay, my rating for this book ended up being 5 stars. I did not expect it to actually come out to be 5 stars, especially with the way the slowness of this start. But in the spreadsheet, it said 5 stars. So it's like, okay, that works. It should be out on audiobook and ebook like in this week, next week, probably next week, I think at this point, by the time this video goes out. I'm going to try to wrap this video up because I don't want to say things. I mean, I do want to say things, but I can't say things. So I'm trying to stop. Trying to stop now. I highly encourage people to go prick this up though. This is a different type of Sanderson novel. It'll have a different feel to it. And it's just it's sweet. And if you hear his acknowledgments at the end and who he said, or what he said inspired this novel, you get it. You get it. And yeah, it did. I did not cry like I did with that, because I've seen one of the things he said he was kind of inspired by when writing this, and that made me cry. I did not cry in this book though when listening or reading it, so yeah, but it's different, but it's sweet, and you should try it because it is different and sweet. And okay, words are going badly now. Hopefully this came out okay, as I tried so hard to keep it brief and not spoilery, because I think if I talk too much I do say things that I shouldn't say, and so hopefully I did keep this condensed and okay, and yet understandable and enjoyable. If this was your first time seeing me, I hope it was enjoyable and you liked it, and I did not give too much away, and I sold you on the book. I hope I sold you on the book. And that you will come back for future videos, reviews, unboxings, and vlogs, and our weekly new release videos. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're finding something awesome to read today, and I'll see you in the next one.